Ready, go.
All right.
All right.
Hi. Fucking daylight. This is weird.
Yeah, I know. I'm used to seeing like a dark, dim red light instead of, yeah, it's weird.
We only come out at night, damn it. This
Yeah.
sucks. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? So we are recording. We usually record on Tuesdays, but we are recording on what's today? Fucking Friday.
Yeah.
During the day on Tony's lunch break, and he's gonna eat.
Sorry.
Coffee instead of a beer, so
That's a cute little mug.
Yeah, apparently I'm a fucking nerd now, so
I
don't know what I used to make fun of nerds, and then I got older and turned into one. So
yeah, I think that the newer generations are bringing things over from their childhood, and it's okay socially. So now we're all some of us are turning into nerds in one way or the other.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like if we're talking about my nerdism and my toys, my collection. It's something I've always had, honestly, but it's always been at my parents' house, right?
You could hide it.
Yeah, hide it. And I haven't, up until recently, last 3 years or so, I haven't lived in like a stable environment. It's always been like I don't even have a dresser. I got a twin mattress on the floor. My clothes are wadded up in the other corner,
Remember that?
Yeah. Like, it's always been like not 100% my area, or like just like it's I'm like, we might move in a week. Yeah. So I never have been able to put up my collection until now. So I guess that's where that comes from. As fucking interesting as that is, that's
well, I mean, at least to your woman, she knows you're serious because you brought your toys into the relationship.
Right.
That's as real as it gets. Like, I'm not going anywhere without a lot of boxes. So
exactly. And I told her this morning, I'm like, our room looks like you fucking a 12-year-old. You know that, right? She doesn't. Don't be alarmed. It's just like look. There's toys all like you can't see. You can just see this, but there's toys there, over there, up there, more over there, and then right here. So you look in here like, does a kid live in here?
So is she staying in your room or what's up?
No, this is our room.
I know. That's like, where's her shit at? She's got a little corner.
Yeah. I let her have her shelf, her one shelf. No, I mean, it's actually mostly a lot of her stuff. I just got my stupid shit everywhere.
That's pretty cool, man. I know a lot of people, a lot of couples move in together, and the woman takes over with her feng shui-ness. So,
well, that's all out there. Like out there, out in the front room, in the kitchen, and bathroom. I don't give a shit. But I don't care. I'm glad that like her and her sister that we live with kind of just took care of all that, because I don't give a shit. If it was me, it would just be a TV and a chair. So it's better that they just took over. I told them, I was like, do what you want. I don't want to, just fucking go for it. I don't care.
You're and like, I'll be in my room, and then she comes into the room, and you're like, wee, beep, 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 beep.
That is kind of how it is.
You have to put things on shelves, Alex. We're adults. You can't just have a bin.
So it's I've lived with both of them for quite a while, and if you don't know, the dynamic is they're twin. I know you do, but I'm talking to the people inside the computer. They're twin sisters, and they're best friends, and they've lived with each other like for most of their lives. They haven't spent a lot of time apart, and it's really cool. It's like it's interesting because it's different. Most people don't have that kind of relationship with their siblings like that, how close they are. It's a different bond that you can't really describe. It's like I was born with you. Like we were born together. Like it's weird, you know, so they're like super have this intense bond where like if when they like hug each other goodbye or something, it looks like two kids hugging. It's so weird. It's like has like I know it sounds creepy, but it just has this weird innocent I love you embrace. It's fucking bizarre. But I know it's weird and deep. But
come with us, Danny. Come with us.
they so when they get in a mood to decorate or just putter around the house, you know, putts around. I just call them these because they're both 5 foot even, like just like exactly 5 foot, like so they're I call them the hobbits.
Yeah, I heard that one.
Yeah, so they just kind of move around and move things like a hobbit, you know, like you know, like they like take this plant and put that plant over there, take this picture and go and put that picture over there. Like I'm gonna take these stack of magazines and put it over there.
Dude, just try to find that sound that you just made somewhere and play that as they move. Like that's TikTok Hall of Fame right there. If you can work that out.
I do it. When they're doing it, I go. Like,
you know, if it wasn't for the pandemic, I would buy tickets for that show.
Right?
Are you here to visit? Well, actually, I was just hoping you two would move some shit around. Is that possible?
It's a good show. It's terrifying. I think they're going to kill me all the time. But
that's awesome. So, I mean, I got to ask. I mean, do they look like identical? Has it become a problem for you at all? I mean, you know who you're talking to all the time?
Yeah. I know. I think, and they are identical. They're identical twins, and
right.
They're like it's not like scary. Like you could tell the difference, but yeah, they are for people that don't see them often. Like my work friends or my friend, like just you know anyone, like sometimes like my girlfriend's sister used to come to where I worked to just like have a drink and hang out or give me a ride home or something like that. So because we're friends, you know, so we would just hang out. And she would come in and then people would be like, "Oh, hi Callie," to her, you know, because and I don't blame them. They're identical twins and she is there at work, so you would think maybe you know like my girlfriend would be there, like you know, but like it's you know she's not. So like two people do like confuse them in front of me all the time, but like for me personally, I think the first week of us dating, I had to give them both a good long look, be like, "What one are you? Am I gonna get slapped if I grab the wrong butt? What happens here?" So you do have to. I did for a while have to like kind of be like I never made a mistake, so that's good. I think I looked at Taryn one time and said, "Hey, babe," but then I was like, but she was just like, "Did your cat just walk?" I thought I was having a stroke. I didn't know what happened. I was like, "Am I dying?"
Black cat crossed my trail. Wow, wow. Ain't superstitious, fucker.
But yeah, for the most part, like yeah, I don't get confused at all anymore. Completely separate.
I would, because that's my luck. I embarrass myself a lot.
There are times where like there was a time where they had the same length hair and Callie dyed her hair back to her normal color, which is like dark brown, and then her sister has like dyed black hair. And they were both wearing like a white V-neck with a necklace outside of the shirt, black Vans shoes, black pants, dark rim glasses, and I was like, one of you have to go change right now. Because I will this time accidentally grab the wrong butt and then get slapped. So please, one of you, just put some different earrings on or something.
So who's getting the teardrop tattoo?
Exactly. Probably her sister when she killed me for grabbing accidentally.
There it is. I'll die just as long as one of you gets a tattoo and we can tell the difference.
Yeah, we need. Come on.
I'll be the victim. I'm I'm trying to help. I have a friend of mine. You may have. I mean, if you haven't met her, you've heard her.
Okay.
She's been to some shows, and she always is loaded before the show starts. The comedy shows that we've done. Mm-hmm. In any case, she has a twin sister, and but I guess this was years ago before I really knew her. But I was up at the campus, and she at the college campus. She goes there too, and so does her twin sister. And the person came into the garage. I was in the automotive program, which worked out really well. And I saw her, and I was like, and she was coming in there, and no one knew this person walking in. I knew them. And so she walked in, and I was friends with them. And I was like, hey, what the fuck are you doing in here? And everyone's like, because it was a joke. Like, I know it's cool. I know this person.
Right.
It wasn't her. Found out she had a twin.
You didn't know that she had a twin?
No. I was like, hi. Who are you? You're not you. What the fuck are you?
You're not you.
And then she was like, I'm so-and-so. And I was like, oh, the whore. And she's like, what? And I was like, oh, your sister called you a whore. Just so you should know. I have no filter. I was just like, the whore. She's like, huh? I was like, that's all I know you by. I just heard a lot of bad things, but you seem nice. Anyway, what brings you in? Ran out of gas? Yeah, we don't have any of that. See you later.
Classic Tony.
Not an asshole on purpose. The whore.
What? Your sister called you a whore. I don't know. I'm not calling you a whore.
I just didn't know what else to call you. What's your name? Yeah. Whore? Yeah, so that's why I've realized, like, really dawned on me, like, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I actually make myself feel like shit a lot by saying things that I should just wait to say or not say at all. So there's a whole lot of those stories out there that I've done. I don't think I meant any of them. Unless it was really funny, then yeah, it was on purpose. But yeah, I commend you.
Okay, so that turned out to be funny. So that was on purpose.
Damn right it was.
Even if it wasn't, you're just like, it was funny. So yeah, I meant it.
What did I say? Let me write that shit down. Thanks. No, I often wonder about that. Like, I just know me. That's why God hasn't brought me a twin, because I wouldn't be able to handle it. It would just, I'd fuck up all the time. I'd be like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't even know if I'd leave my room. I'd be like, whoever comes in here is who I'm dating. That's it. That's easy. I'll just stay in here with my toys and my chair and my television, and you can come in here and I won't go out there. I can't get in trouble. I don't know. But good for you, man. I can't do it. How long have you two been together, if you don't mind me asking?
It's like 3.5 years or something like that.
And you're happy. That's crazy.
Around that area.
I don't know how you do it. It's like a magic trick.
It is a magic trick. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know.
Did she meet you when you were hanging from a stripper pole?
when I was, basically. Mm-hmm.
That's actually a possibility.
It is. Yeah.
If you don't mind me, I don't know. Did she meet you at comedy, or is this like through personal friends and stuff?
Both kind of. Through another comic, a friend of mine who does comedy. They they used to work with my girlfriend, and then that's how we met.
Awesome.
It's kind of funny. I met her once just through my friend who used to work there, just like kind of quickly, and then I ended a relationship with someone who I used to date. I was single, and I was just kind of like remembering, and I was like, I remember her. I'm right next to her work. It's a store. People go in there. It's a card shop kind of thing, So I went in there and I had to get something anyway. So I went in there and I was like, oh, hey, remember me? And we talked a little bit. And then as I was leaving her, I guess I checked her butt out, and her coworker caught me looking at her butt, I guess. and I left, and I guess her coworkers was like that guy was like checking your butt out like really hard. And then we ended up dating. I don't know.
That's all it took. Like, how hard?
It was like, then she told, like, later after we started dating, she told me that story, and I was like, yeah, I remember her catching me, and I remember looking at her and going, oh, and then like walked away. I looked at her, I was just like, man, I mean, look at it, it's a good butt. You look at it.
Look, I'm a fan, big ass fan.
Yeah, that's I mean, right there. I mean,
right.
I wasn't being rude, but if you don't admit to yourself that you don't check people out, you're a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Yeah, not you, Tony. People, like not like I don't know. Like, it's okay to like. I'm admiring the painting. It's nice, and then you just look away as long as you're not a fucking idiot about it, you know. Or joke.
Right. Being a fan of a body part is like being a sports fan. You're just supporting your team. You know, like, I dig baseball. So I dig butts. No big deal. Go Butts.
I think go Butts. I think this is a standard policy for me. It's just like someone, you know, you're walking, you see a butt, you do this. That's, you know, you're not standing there in the corner like, like it's just like, oh, butt. Okay, cool. I like it.
Now, see, what I do is I back up like 30 feet, and then I close one eye, and I get their butt, and then I go, beep, 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 beep.
Goes,
that's it. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
I just give it a little virtual squeeze, and then I get kicked out of the mall. No, I'm just kidding.
Usually what happens.
So, not to make you uncomfortable, I'm gonna say it anyway. Did you have to give your lady the warning speech before she met me?
Yeah.
Nice. I'm getting better. I used to come with a warning speech. Yeah. I didn't know that. Somebody dated a friend of mine. She wasn't very nice either. She should come with a warning as well. But in any case, it was just like, I was warned about you. I'm like, the fuck am I, fireworks? Happen? What are you talking about? Like,
how many times has that happened? Just that one time?
The people who will admit it, it's been like 3 or 4. But whenever I talk about it on stage, like, people laugh, like they get it. Like, so I'm like, all right, I guess.
I don't ever warn people about people. I just like,
it's more fun that way.
Either you're gonna like someone or you're not, you know. So
right. I never saw the point of that. Mm-hmm. So don't ruin the surprise.
Right. There's been not with you, but like other people, there's been interactions or times where I'm like, maybe I should have said something. But it went poorly, but never with like, I mean, I don't care. I don't care if people don't like each other. You know what I mean? Like, let's say I want people to.
Right.
Like, Callie has met you, and Callie's a really easygoing, really good person. And for her not to like someone, it would take a lot. So, but even if she didn't like you, I'd just be like, well, I mean, I don't know. A, he's in Philly, and B,
he ain't coming back anytime soon. And he makes some really good origami. So just let him fold you something and you'll get over it.
And it's like, I don't know. That's your opinion. So, I mean, I don't care. It's not my opinion. I don't know.
Well, that's cool, man. I'm glad that she didn't need a warning speech. That just means the therapy's working. I'm happy.
Yeah. Or I'm bad at, you know, or maybe I should. I don't know.
I don't know. I've just been, I know I have a personality. People bring it up. Like, you know, it scares them. So I just ask them, like, do you need a warning speech? They're like, what? And they're like, I don't know. I can warn you. I can just be me and you can walk away. Or we'll head it off.
I'm a crazy person.
Yeah, it's fun. I don't know. I remember, I guess it's been a while. Around here, people don't warn anybody of anything. They just want to see what's going to happen. It's like a car accident, you know? Like, they know you're going to have an accident. They're not going to say anything. They're just going to look down the street and watch, you know, like, yeah, I figured that would happen.
Yeah.
No, that's cool, man. That's cool. You obviously have a very mellow, cool lady in your life if you got a room full of toys. But I dig the living room, like, I mean, she's not like putting up with anything because she's got the living room with, that they can do Hobbit things in, which is nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And it works for me because it's like, I don't care what is out there. Like, like I got my little corners. I'm happy. And, and plus, like, I don't feng shui. Don't care if the couch is slightly ajar so that plant has more air to breathe or some shit. I don't know. Fucking, I don't care about angles. I don't give a shit about.
Well, I gotta be honest. Unless it's pot, I don't really care about plants too much either.
I mean, I'm not the kind of person that's gonna put up a plant, but I like when they're out. It looks cool. We have a couple in our room. I'm looking at them right now. They're cool, but that being said, I don't really, like I said, I don't care, one way or another about it. But when I was a kid, when I was like 5th grade, they asked you, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? I don't know why I said this, but I said I wanted to be a botanist. Fuck. I was like fucking in 4th or 5th grade. I don't even know how to spell botanist. Like,
I was gonna say I wouldn't have known what one was. I just found out what a botanist was like yesterday.
I did, but I did know what botany was. I didn't know really much about it or anything. Like, I barely even know how to say photosynthesis. See, I don't even know how to say it. So what the fuck?
I think when I got asked that question, like 4th or 5th grade, they were like, "What do you want to be?" And I was just like, "Not grounded." Like, I'm grounded right again. Like,
that's awesome. That's so funny.
That's it. And honestly, to this day, I've achieved that. I'm not grounded.
What do you want to be when you're up? Not grounded.
That's anything else will do.
That's adorable. I remember like in high school, they always asked us like, what is your like 5-year like goal? Like, what do you want to, and I never got in trouble for this, and I don't know why. And I wrote this down on different pieces of paper in every class for like years straight. I said, I want to rob a bank. I wrote that on paper. And it's a bad thing that no one called me into any office and said, hey, what the fuck is this about? Never robbed the bank. Never really stole much, I've never really stolen a whole lot of things. I stole a couple, like, I think I stole a CD or something like that from like, a store one time, but when I was a kid. But right. I never had a hankering to go put a gun in someone's face and take money. I just thought it was funny to write rob a bank.
Right.
But I never got in trouble for saying that. I don't know.
Well, I remember when I was a kid, they used to have these commercials on there that would say, no one ever says when they grow up that they want to be a drug addict or a criminal. And so in high school, I would always be like, I want to be a drug addict or a criminal.
I'm saying that.
They'd like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, all right, bye. Good old Mr. Funny Man ain't going to be too funny when he's just working a regular ass job. They knew. That's why, Alex. They knew ahead of time. They're like, no, you're not. You're not in the back punching the stuffed animals. You're going to be fine.
You're going.
You didn't bring in your dad's handcuffs for show and tell, or the ski mask. This is my uncle's ski mask. Made a lot of money with it. Like, that'd be fun to show and tell.
Been in the family for years.
Paid for our oven.
Well, didn't pay for. I mean, I took it.
Could you imagine robbing some store only to come back with that money to buy an oven? Like,
or you just come back with an oven. Right. Not even new. It's used.
It was on sale, but you stole it. Yeah. I'm not going to steal something that's high end. What if I have to replace this shit?
It's a gas stove. We don't have a gas hookup.
I wonder if anyone's ever called in a warranty claim for a stolen piece of property. You know,
well,
like this shit doesn't work. Like it's not supposed to. You stole it, asshole. Well, can you fix it, or I'm going to give you a bad review?
That I used to have. I used to have a friend who was a fucking a genuine fucking thief, and but he would only steal from like stores, like, you know, big time like chain stores. You know, I'm not going to say the names, but you know, the big ones. And he would, and I think that's that one time I stole a CDs with him. You know, bad influence. You know, and he would grow one thumbnail kind of long, and he would use it to cut the plastic, and then open it just a little bit, the CD case, open it just a little bit, pop the CD out, close it, seal the tape back and put it back in its slot, and just put the CD, slide it up in his like baggy coat arm, like just like, and then walk out with it. And what he used to do all the time, he would go to a certain store and he would steal, because their policy at one store was you could return anything under $20 without a receipt. So he would go into the store, take like a phone charger, like it was like $19.50 or something like that, or like, you know, $18. Take it, go up to the return up to the customer service desk, be like, I'd like to return this. I don't have a receipt. And then they would give him the money. You do it all the time. And then I would add like $2 or $3 to it, and then we go buy a 20 sack.
Nice. See, that's the hustle. Yeah, now you got it.
So I would never do it, but I'd be waiting in the car.
Where is he?
Yeah.
Store, man. He'll be out with the money in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me that baggie.
Dude, one time we were in this, like, we went to like the like electronic part, like, and he like had like 3 or 4 CDs in his sleeves, and he had a DVD, and we were just talking. I'm like, what are you gonna do with that DVD? He's like, watch. And he's just talking, and you know, the little beepers on the door, you know, he took the DVD, he threw it over. So here's the beepers. He threw the DVD over, walked, and caught it.
Yep.
And it kept on, and it didn't beep. He's like, that's what I was. He's like, I've done that a couple of times. I'm like, what? That just happened? You just did that? He's just like, yeah, you just throw it over. It doesn't beep, and then you just catch it. You fucking thief. He ended up being, I don't really, you know, care for him that much, and turned out to be kind of a bad guy. Surprise, surprise. Yeah. And not a bad guy. I won't say bad guy.
Got it.
He just kind of whatever.
What happens?
But, yeah, he might watch this and be like, I'm a bad guy. You're not a bad guy. You're just whatever.
Just let me borrow some DVDs. That's all.
Yeah, just let me. Yeah. Yeah, man, stealing shit.
It's like that. It reminds me. You've seen the movie Garden State, right? Where at the end he's on this big mission, and he goes to some store and returns knives. Like they have a $50 policy or some shit, and returns the knives. He's like, well, they couldn't cut cans. Like that's my concern, is being in that position and not being able to convince someone. You know, I would just fold. I'd be like, fuck it, they're yours. I don't own them. Bye. Like,
I do like that that excuse in that movie. They won't cut cans. Who's trying to cut a can?
So you bought these to cut cans? No, but the commercial said I could, and I can. The other part of that same scene that really gets me doesn't have anything to do with cutting cans, but he runs into an old high school buddy who got roped into a pyramid scheme. And he was just like, he's like, I'd like to talk to all of you, about an exciting opportunity. Like some asshole working at a hardware store he's like, that's a shame when people get sucked into those pyramid schemes. Because when I watch that, I think about when I was selling insurance, And I went through that with my friends, like, hey, you guys should come over to this presentation. And the voice in my head's just hanging itself in the with the shower curtain. Like, this sucks. This is not what I want to do. So I laugh whenever I see someone who's in a pyramid scheme who, you know, is like, I still believe in this. It's like, cool, man. No one's coming to your meeting. It's not going to happen.
Dude, I got tried to get an old friend of mine tried to rope me into that once. Because he got roped into it and he was trying to bring me. And I went to a meeting with him. I was like fucking 19. I don't know. I was selling weed. Like,
that's enough. Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what's going. I don't know what this is really. I didn't really understand what a pyramid scheme was. And I went there, and we're sitting in a fucking room at a pizza place. You know, like one of the party rooms at a pizza place. You know what I mean? Like they rented it out. There's like 20 people in there, like, you know, 10 people that were already in the pyramid scheme, and then like one sad Fred, you know, one sucker that they had, me. And he brought me, and I'm like, what is it? This isn't, because like I said, I didn't really know what a pyramid scheme was, but I was like, what the fuck is this, man? Like, you want us to do what? And then they brought in the success story, you know, the kid that like made the money, you know, he had like, you know, like a nice necklace on and rings and diamond earrings and a watch and nice clothes. And, you know, he was like, see that convertible out there? That's mine, you know? And I'm like, oh, this is, and then I went and told some of my roommates at the time about it. You know, a couple were older than me. He's like, yeah, that's a pyramid scheme. Stay away from that. I was like, yeah, I already know, because I have common sense to be, even though I don't know what this is, I have common sense to be like, wait, this isn't good. this is shady.
Right.
And then the friend that took me, he ended up giving some money and lost it all. And, you know, and he's like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't have not. Yeah, definitely not.
Those things wear me out. Like I said, the last one I went to, now I'll just say this. I don't care if it's a pyramid scheme or not. If you're making money, good for you. That's awesome. If you're doing what you love, high five. But if in your pitch, you have to have a rebuttal for what a Ponzi scheme is, a pyramid scheme, if you have to have that in there, then it's probably a pyramid. It's probably a pyramid scheme. If you have to defend yourself against pyramid schemes when you're pitching your shit, then you're probably in a pyramid scheme. Just so you know, one person tells 10 people, they tell 10 people, they tell 10 people, and then everyone above us makes money. Yeah, it's a pyramid, right? Yeah, pyramidal management. Yeah, that's what you're doing, asshole. Except all that money's going to the top, and you are going to have to put a bunch of people beneath you before you get any money coming up. Mm-hmm. It's a pyramid. Same thing you do at work. There's one boss and a bunch of assholes. Looks like a pile of shit. That's a pyramid.
Pile of assholes.
Except you actually have benefits and they pay you. You don't pay them. That's why it's a fucking pyramid scheme. If you were paying them to be in the pyramid, then you're not making, you're losing. Just throwing that out there. I'm not going to lie. I didn't know that. And I went along for a while. And then I was like, I don't want to do this shit. Just give me a check and I'm going home. I was here for an hour. What do you mean you're not going to pay me? What the fuck? I was here. Like, okay, I don't like this job. This is stupid. And why is that guy crying? Why are you crying? Don't cry. Why do people, when they talk about how this thing changed their life and they start crying? Like, why are you crying? You sold something and you're crying? Like, I really got into these new cosmic brownies. I sell them to everyone. And if it wasn't for this, I'd be, I'm just crying. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, there's taxes. Wait till they tax you. Then you're really going to be fucking crying. That $1,000 you made, now you owe them $1,000. What the fuck? Yeah. I don't know.
Probably $2,000, you know?
No, dude, yeah. You did something without us knowing it, we're doubling. We'll take twice. What? Never mind. No. Don't stay away from that shit. If anyone says, will you come to a meeting with me? No. Unless it's, like you're going to get help or something. But if he's going to tell you how you're going to make a bunch of money, just bring some popcorn because the show should be pretty good.
Because they either mean, when they say you come to a meeting with me, they either mean this, like pyramid scheme shit, or
a meeting.
Come to the meeting to meet my friend Jesus. You know what I mean? Like, and that's even more of a big. That's the worst pyramid scheme ever. Like, it is fucking. Go meet my friend Jesus. That's a load of horse shit.
Well, he's definitely at the top of the pyramid.
Yeah, yeah.
He's just standing up there.
Yeah, him and all his fakeness. He's not even real. Speaking of Jesus, it's time to talk about the band, the Jesus Lizard.
Yeah, man. Good tie-in. Cha-ching.
Yeah,
I know. Dude, I thought I knew them. I know of Jesus Lizard, but I thought I knew their music. I don't. I mean, I do now a little. I heard that album like 3 or 4 times, and in the beginning, it was like this is, I don't know. It's I think the more I listen to it, the more I'll definitely dig it. I'm gonna hear it again. But there's a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
no, there is
a lot of layers, man. A lot of layers. I like it. I do. It's just like, okay, this is gonna take a few listens.
There's a lot going on. At first, it just sounds like kind of like noise, because one of the like you look at like Wikipedia, you look them up, and there's always like genres. It says like 4 or 5 different genres of music, and one of them is noise rock, and they fit into that category. Excuse me. And yeah, there you go.
What's going on over here?
I don't know.
Got the Charlie buckets.
Fucking Gas City over here, but they have that. Do you know what they sound? They've always sounded like this to me, and I love the Jesus Lizard. I've known about them for a long time, but what they've always sounded like to me is a harder, better Modest Mouse.
Damn.
To me, that's what they sound like: a better and heavier, harder Modest Mouse. Because David Yao, the singer of the Jesus Lizard, has like that muffled yelling, rambling style of singing, where it's like, and so does Isaac Brock. He has that kind of like trailing off, like kind of sounds like a crazy person on the street yelling.
Right.
And that's what David Yao is like. He has that more so where it sounds like he's yelling like this, like he's like he's like yelling, but it's like there's something covering. And that's why I was like, I think Tony knows who the Jesus Lizard is, but if he doesn't, I was like, I don't know if he's gonna like it, because you really can't understand the lyrics.
Right. That's the thing. You can't hear the lyrics, but there's something else in there that I like. It's got that. It's got like it's kind of got. It reminded me of the band we did right before that. Jesus. In any case, it reminds me of some other bands from the '90s. It has that '90s rock sound to me.
Yeah.
And I like that a lot. Yeah, it's just kind of. So I do like it. I don't know what he's saying, but that doesn't really matter.
It's the same thing with metal, and I always tell people this. It's like, you got to look at his singing style, his vocals, as
an instrument,
as another instrument.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to get past this is what is he saying, and just be like that he's playing an instrument with his mouth and his vocal cords is what he's doing. So, in my opinion, and so the album Goat is the one that we picked, and it's a fucking. I love that. I love this album. It's one of my favorite. It's their second album, I believe. It came out in '91. Their first album was Head, and that was in '90. So the next year they had another album out. And my favorite songs on this album, Nub, Lady Shoes, Then Comes Dooley, and Monkey Trick.
Nice.
Monkey Trick is a good. So, but all those, I love all those, but my favorite one out of all of them is definitely Then Comes Dooley. The first track on the album.
That one, that's the one I like. The sound, I like how that one takes off. But it's actually, I think it's the next one that I right now I like the most. There he talks about, I think it's called Mouth Breather.
Yeah,
Mouth Breather. He's like, he's a really nice guy. Yeah, but he's a mouth breather, and I love the term mouth breather. Not everybody knows what that means, and I'm not going to tell you what it means. Look it up. But I just like how he put it. It's just like, he's a really nice guy, but he's a mouth breather. Yeah, man, I fucking get that. So what I can't understand, what he's saying, when I can understand it, it's that much better. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to know everything you're saying about this guy. I get it. You're talking about some dude who's cool, but he's not cool. Like, like he's all right. He's a mouth breather. And I love that. I love that I can make certain things out. Like, it's intentional. Like, you can really hear that part of what he's saying, but other stuff can be a bit more muffled. Like, it's not an accident. You know, they purposefully wanted you to hear some things clearer than others.
Right.
No, I like it. I mean, honestly, doing this with you for the last 6 months, I've learned a few new ways to look at music. And I mean, that's the main thing. And we've hit on a lot of cool shit that if you didn't bring up, man, it just would have disappeared into the mist, and stuff that I really wanted to hear. You miss, like, the 90s go by and then new shit comes in. And if you don't have a friend who brings it up, I don't listen to the radio anymore. So
right.
It's up to Spotify or something to send it my way. So it's really nice to,
the radio is mainly shit anyway. It's always, I never got into turning on the radio.
No, it sucks ass. Even that one they had in Bend that they built for a minute, I thought that was a cool station for a minute. And then you called in and be like, hey, can I hear this song? And they're like, oh yeah, we're not allowed to play that. And I'm like, you play everything. Like, what do you mean? Or they're like, oh, well, we'll play that. We play this once an hour. I'm like, once an hour? Like, you're killing music doing that shit.
I got to listen to this for an hour? I want to listen to it now.
Well, I just hate when they play the same song every hour. They do that shit. Whoever, what record company tells them what to do. But I hate that. There's this quick side note. I hate when I have a record or whatever, a work of music, an album, whatever that someone made, like the whole shit's really good, but you've already heard that one song, their hit so many fucking times. Like, that's your least favorite song on the record. I fucking hate that. Like, that's probably why I'm happy I don't listen to the radio anymore. I don't know what's new. I don't care. But at least when Arcade Fire, whoever fuck releases a new album, I'll be shocked and it'll all be equal. Right. You know what I mean? I won't know what the radio hit is, so I won't give a shit. But I hate that. It's like, oh, I got to skip this song because it sucks now. It's been 10,000 plays and the whole rest of the record is great. So anyway, that had nothing to do with them, but in any case.
I just wish I could see them live and see them play just that album in its entirety, because it's just a cool fucking album. It's quick, not super long, but the album fucking rules to me.
Yeah.
It just has they always do, and on all their albums, like their sound is like kind of this, but album just has like a driving force. Like it just has like a good beat. Like every song is just it kicks in.
Oh, it's got a solid cadence. It's an album you can listen to all the way through. I don't think you really need to pick a song. Just play it at the beginning and let it go. That's what I didn't need to skip around on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
And a little bit more about the band. They started in '87 to present. They've taken breaks here and there, like 3-year, 4-year breaks, but they've always gotten back together.
Mm-hmm.
And put out an album, go on tour, someone needs money, one of those things. But yeah, 87 to present. So, that band is as old as I am. They've been around for, 33 years at least. And they're from Austin, Texas.
Oh,
I think that's cool. When you find out something about someone, like where they're from, let's say, and then you start to kind of look at them.
Yeah.
Not that way, but just differently. You tell, like, all right, yeah, you're from Austin. Like,
right.
What about you is Texas like? So I started looking at pictures, and there's a couple of pictures where David Yao for sure, but some other members are wearing cowboy boots.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, cool, man. This fucking like punk noise fucking weird band. They're wearing fucking like, some shit kickers, they're wearing I'm like, I like that.
I'm trying to think of maybe they're not from there. I'm trying to look at my records right now and see if this band will jump out at me, but I think there's another band from Texas that I got into. They did like one album and it kicks ass. Shit. Oh, well. I hate it because I'm like, fuck. I wish I would say, let's listen to that next week. Fuck. Oh, well. I feel like I'm developing Tourette's. Fuck. Shit, fuck.
Prince and dementia all at the same time.
Damn it! You know what? Fuck.
You'll remember it. You'll remember it.
I know.
You'll wake up and be like, oh, or you'll be in the middle of work and be like, fuck.
No, I'm just gonna cheat real quick because I can't. The older you get, the more when something eats at you, you just have to do it. So I'm cheating. But then I think if you haven't heard of these guys, yes, have you heard of the band Carl Sagan's Skate Shoes?
No. That's awesome. That's fucking.
So I don't know. I think yeah. I just can you see if it's on Apple Music? If it is, then that's what I want to listen to this week.
I'll find it either way.
All right, cool. So let me. The band is Carl Sagan's Skate Shoes. I think they only did one. This is one of those bands where I went to the record store in Philly and they're playing it. And I'm like, what is this? And she's like, it's Carl Sagan's Skate Shoes out of Austin, Texas. I believe it was out of Austin, Texas. In any case, and she's like, the album's not out yet or whatever, but they're just trying to get themselves off the ground. So they sent these to us directly. And I think that shit's awesome.
Yeah.
So I listened to it. Jesus, there's actually a band called Carl Sagan. That's weird. Yeah, so they only have one album, and I think it's self-titled.
Cool.
Carl Sagan's Skate Shoes. That's the band that I just chose.
And it's self-titled. So that's the name of the album.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yep. Carl's. Yep. You can't fuck that up.
All right. So album for next week, Carl Sagan's Skate Shoes.
Self-titled album. And I do believe they may not be a band anymore. So.
Okay. Is it Carl Sagan's Skate Shoes?
Yes. Like they are his skate shoes. Yes.
Okay. Not Carl Sagan's Skate Shoes. I get it.
Right.
All right. I mean, the alarm's about to go off anyway, so I think that's
sweet.
All right, you guys, thanks for watching and listening for this week. I know it's a quick little episode, a little bit quicker than normal, but got to do what you got to do. Like, subscribe, comment, or don't. Either way. Or don't. Like it. But you don't have to. I don't give a shit. I mean, I do.
Stop. I care. It'd be cool if you liked it, and it'd be cool if you said some shit. So go ahead. Let me know what you think of the last album we listened to, if you bother to listen to it, or if you just like the name Carl Sagan's Skate Shoes. I don't give a shit. Say something. Say hi. Why not?
He doesn't give a shit either.
I give a shit, but I mean, I give a shit. Say hi, and then I won't give a shit. I'll care until you don't say anything.
No, all man, right. I care. That's just my
no. We both give a shit. I'm doing this during my lunch break so that there's an episode for next week while I'm on fucking vacation. Trust me, we care about our 7.5 fans. All right, it's important to us.
Like, subscribe, go to Instagram, Titfoo69. Check that shit out. See you next week.
All right, bye.